So, I have been binge watching wedding shows. Like, I have seen all of the available episodes of Say Yes to the Dress like 3 times through. I found the gown like 4 times through, and for weddings like probably the fourth time through now. I have just been super, super, super obsessed with planning my wedding all of a sudden. And it's awesome to me because I was never one of those kids who like had this big idea of exactly how I wanted my wedding to be when I grew up. Like I didn't have any wasn't that kid. I wasn't that little girl. I'm super excited to get married though. I'm super excited to be a wife. And it's really special to me that the only person in my life that has made me feel like I want to get married, like I want to have a wedding and I want to be a wife is my fiance. And at 32 and, relationships past, I feel like that's a really special thing for me, to feel super, super excited about being a wife. But I over obsess and overthink everything, and I've been trying my best not to put myself in a position to be overwhelmed by wedding planning because I don't want to spend months and months and months obsessing over one day that in the end of it's going to feel like it went by so much quicker than it was worth obsessing over. So like when I get in the mood to start like putting some of the details together, I do it because it's super exciting. So, I went and we went and looked at a wedding venue, this past weekend, and there's like one other one so far that we're going to go take a look at soon. And I'm going to take a look at dresses for the first time in like 2 weeks. And I'm super excited about that because, actually more like a week and a half. I know it's going to take a couple times for me to find a dress, and I know that the first time is going to be super stressful because my body frame and everything else is not, it's not a sample size frame. And I had a strapless dress at my prom, and all I can remember all night was just pulling it up. And I know they say wedding dresses are made completely different, and I'm sort of plus size. I mean, I'm not necessarily, but I'm still kind of borderlined at this point. And I know that typically bigger women, and especially bigger chested women, end up in strapless. And I don't know. So it's going to be a whole new ball game for me when I go to do that. And I'm really excited, even though I know it's going to be really overwhelming the first time through. I'm not expecting to find the dress of my dreams when I go the first time, and I kind of don't want to because I want my girls to be with me when I find the dress. But I know that I need to go and put dresses on and figure out what I hate first. And another fun fact, I weighed in this morning at 188.5 pounds. I don't mind putting that online because I've lost quite a bit of weight in the last 6 months. And once I get below 187, I will weigh less than I have since before my 2-year-old. So 187 is a big thing for me. 187 and below will be less than I've weighed in 4 or 5 years. So I'm super excited about it. I'm trying not to jinx it. And yeah, that's a quick update. I do have content, stuff that I want to record, and I know that I need to find time to do that. It's a lot easier now that my kids are in school because 4 out of my 6 are gone, Monday through Friday during the day. So I've been gaining a lot more control over my time. I'm excited about that. I've got a lot of big things that have been on my big action list that I'm trying to get done this week, to take advantage of that time right off the bat. And I have been bullet journaling like a maniac, doing some serious work on projects that I've started over the past year to make an income, a decent income working from home. Subscription box companies and other stuff like that. I'm not quite ready to put those like out there yet, but I'm challenging myself to not walk away from the projects like I normally do when I get overwhelmed and then never end up finishing them, because I've made such progress and they're so close. And I tell my girls this all the time. I tell people this all the time. You're your worst enemy. You know, you are the biggest person that blocks your potential. And all of that comes from fear. So it feels really good to feel like I'm overcoming that fear. And I'm just powering through it. So we'll see what that, you know, comes out to in the future. Yeah, just a lot of really good stuff. It's just been really busy the past couple of weeks. So now that things are kind of calmed down during the day, during the week, I'm doing my best to take as much advantage of that as possible. So I am super excited to get spray paint soon, because I'm going to start making my centerpieces, because my centerpieces require spray paint, and my wedding date is early spring, so I am not going to depend on Ohio weather to be nice enough to allow me the time to spray paint between winter and my wedding. So I've got to get everything that I'm going to spray painted now before winter hits, so that it's just done, which is also super exciting because it means that I'm practically going to have my centerpieces done before winter. And that, I know, takes a huge to-do off my list later on in the last couple weeks or months before the wedding date. I'm super excited about it. I think we're going to keep the guest list to like a max of 150, and that includes the kids of our guests. We have 6, so, and practically all of our friends are doing life the same as we are. They have kids, and we want them to be able to come to, you know, the wedding and reception too. So we may only have like 90 to 100 adults that we're going to invite, but we know that they also have kids. So I think it's going to be kind of funny, because in my head when I think of that, I'm like, there's going to be like an entire 1/3 of the room that is just going to be kid tables. And I've got all these ideas on how I'm going to make their tables at the reception different and everything, and everyone's just going to have a blast. It's going to be a phenomenally like simple and just perfect day, and I'm super excited about it, because neither one of us are super detail oriented. There's nothing super expensive that we want to make sure that we have in our wedding, so all of it's relatively inexpensive and doable. And we're gonna plan our wedding like we do our life, like put time and effort into the things that make the day easy and enjoyable, and not stockpiled with all of the have-tos or the bajillion things that are on a wedding checklist, and make sure that we have this and that and this and that and this and that because you have to for your wedding. We really don't. Our wedding is going to reflect us, and we are classic necessity people. Like, we don't need over and above and beyond. So I'm really excited about it. There's still going to be some stuff that's definitely going to be like out of the box and detailed, but I don't know. We have, this is going to sound really selfish, but we have this very blessed life together and this very blessed full family, and it's going to be really nice to celebrate that with everybody that we love and everybody that loves us. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be our kind of perfect, and totally worth every second of the obsessive planning, and hopefully worth every second of having to sit through my wedding shows, because Doug's kind of had enough. It was actually kind of funny. The other day he went to take a shower and he came downstairs, and it was a fail, video that was playing on YouTube, but the particular video that was on the screen when he came downstairs was a fail video of somebody throwing their bouquet. He came down and he's like, I should have known. And I was like, what? He's like, I should have known you would have turned this stuff on when I left the room. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, wedding stuff. I'm like, it's not wedding stuff. It's a fail video that just happens to have a wedding thing on it. He laughed for like a solid 10 minutes. It was hilarious because he's like, I just figured you put another wedding thing on. And I'm like, it is kind of funny that worked out that way, that you came downstairs and something wedding was on the TV when I was not watching anything intentionally about weddings. It was really cute. It was really fun. But yeah, it's been hectic, but not necessarily chaotic. It's just been busy. We've just been busy lately. Lots and lots of busy, but good busy. So maybe I will find a way to take an overhead shot of my wedding planner. Let's see. I think I might have it close enough I can flip through some of the pages. So like my wedding planner and let's see. I'm gonna try to get to any of the pages I've added stuff to so far, because the venue page. I'll show you the venue page because we've been looking at venues and stuff. So it's like we haven't really done a lot of actually like check mark. So you have that side, right? And then if you flip it over, it should be like the reverse, and then you open that up. I know it's like a double-sided thing. You have like the checklist of all of the things that the powers that be say that a wedding needs and stuff like that. And this is the reception list alone is like crazy amount of like individual things. And yeah, but it's super exciting. I'm super excited. It's been a lot of fun, and I'll share more as we go. Yay!